Yo, what's up? I'm Marthe from Gal in a Cube, and the Fabric Governance team, they reached out to me recently and were like, Marthe, we know you like governance. Have you seen the new stuff in the OneLake catalog? This new feature is going to help us to distribute the responsibility of governance, going to enable our report developers and data engineers and analysts to do their part on the governance management in the world and the ages of AI that we are in now. Sorry, but governance has just never been more important. So I hope you are excited. Enough of all this talking. Let's head over to my laptop. Okay. So if you haven't already, you need to go into the OneLake catalog. That's on the left side here. And now, ta-da! You see all the things that you have access to or you're the owner of. So this is your go-to place to just get that overview. Now, we all know when we're working with Fabric and things are getting complicated, we end up with a bunch of different workspaces and it can become a bit messy. So OneLake catalog is going to help us with that because this is a place where we can start out by just filtering on, for instance, domain. So I'm going to go into my admin and governance domain, and this is going to be all the different Fabric items that somehow are helping us with the governance part and administration of the Fabric tenant inside of Guy in a Cube. Here I see that I have these workspaces as part of this domain. I can also filter specifically on endorsed items or favorites or the items that are actually mine. I can also filter on specific types. So let's say that I'm a data engineer and I work across all domains, but the one thing that I care about is the data pipelines. Then I can specifically go into the pipelines and take a look at them. I can actively open up the different items and see. I can check out the lineage and see how the data is flowing and what other items are connected to my specific item. Also look at monitoring to see, okay, how did my items perform? Now, all the other settings here as well, you can take advantage of. So I can actively go in here and give it a sensitivity label, endorsements, tags. This is maybe part of the YouTube stuff, so I'm going to give it a tag on YouTube and also schedule it if I want to. And then I can also specifically filter on the different tags that I have available. So here, for instance, ready for a leadership team. This warehouse is apparently ready for that. Again, I can open up that and see that we have both a health tag and a ready for LT tag for this one. It's endorsed. And I just see all this metadata. So if I am new to something, it's going to give me a quick overview. If I'm looking for something, it's going to help me find that. I think this should be the starting place for everyone working as an engineer or analyst or whatever inside of Fabric, because you can just manage and maintain all your items from this one user interface. Nice. So maybe you're like, Marthe, we know, like that's not the new thing. Don't worry. The new thing. I'm going to show you the new thing. This was the Explore tab because there's a new tab here called Govern. Ooh. I know it's in preview, but ta-da! So now suddenly I get this overview and insights on the content that I've created inside of Fabric. You see that I am working with 4 domains and subdomains, 11 workspaces, and 117 items. I can see them by type. I can also see items by last refresh date. So I have a couple that I haven't really refreshed in the last 2 to 4 months. Okay, interesting. I also have, I have a lot of items that I don't have description on. So this is something I should definitely work on. And I can also see the items by my last access date. And actually there are 2 items that I haven't accessed for more than 4 months. And the cool thing here that I want to highlight also is the recommended actions. So for instance here, based on this overview, Fabric is telling me that only 2% of my items are endorsed. Why should you care about this? Well, endorsing items as master data certified or promoted increase trust and reuse. I should probably do that then. And it's going to also show me how I can fix it. So I can review items without endorsement. I can do that inside the Explore part of the OneLake catalog, or I can request that one of my items get endorsed. I also see some other recommendations that I have here. For instance, I should apply relevant tags, and again, it's going to show me how I can do that. I actually have 115 items that are not tagged. Okay, but there's more. So if I click on View More, you see even more details on all the different stuff that I have. So I have 117 items. I can see how they are distributed across my domains. Open up operations here. I have a subdomain of demo data, these 3 workspaces, and then also see that we have these different item types. If we scroll down here, we see more of the details that we looked at in the overview as well. And also you can see the sensitivity label coverage. So for Guy in a Cube, I mean, we are really good at governance, of course. So we have a default label, which is the general use one. So all items get this one by default. You can then see, okay, how many items are actually labeled. And also on the metadata part, like have you put any as master, certified, promoted, what about the description and tags and so on. So now instead of me being like the governance manager of Guy in a Cube and being like, Patrick, Adam, you have to fix these things, they can just go into the OneLake catalog, go into the govern tab, and then by themselves see, ooh, okay, I need to fix description on these ones. I need to maybe add some more endorsements, change some tags, and so on. So we're distributing the responsibility. It don't have to be centralized, and because that's more or less impossible when you have big Fabric implementation projects. I am essentially just creating videos for you guys, and I still have 117 items. So how many items do you have? And is this gonna make your life easier? The better we are at metadata, descriptions, good names, tags, all of that, the better our AI is going to perform as well with all the agents, the Copilot, and so on. Take advantage of it and then build up your governance by using this. Anything else we should look into? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, check out all the other videos, probably some floating above my head. Thank you from Adam, Patrick, and myself. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye!